Hey everyone, and welcome to the channel. So today we get to take a look at the 2024 BMW X4M, finish off in Brooklyn Gray Metallic. MSRP is just over $83,000. And we have a beautiful interior to come back and talk about here in just a little bit. We have a very performance-oriented, smaller size SUV. This is powered by the 3-liter twin-turbo inline-six. It's paired to the 8-speed automatic transmission. And this pumps out 473 horsepower, 457 pound-feet of torque. Sent through that X-Drive all-wheel drive system, it will propel this 4,600-pound SUV from 0 to 60 in 3.9 seconds. Top speed is also 155. So like I said, very performance-oriented BMW SUV. Now up front, you'll notice that the grille for this X4 is a little bit different than the other SUVs. We have it a little bit higher, it's a little bit narrower to give it a great look. Finish off in chrome for the surround, and there are plenty of cutouts to provide a lot of cooling. Now this does have LED headlights, DRLs, and turn signals, and then the entire lower section is finished off in gloss black. It would be nice to see for this model, getting that M package would provide it with gloss black up front. Well, there's parking sensors and a lot of cutouts. And then very nice lines that come down the hood. This model also has the upgraded 21-inch wheels. Gives it that 5 split spoke design. There's the blue M Sport brakes just behind that. Two-tone for the power folding side mirrors with a turn signal, full moonroof. Everything else is gloss black for the roof racks as well as the window trim. And you'll notice too, the X4 has that steeply raked rear glass. So a little bit different compared to some of the other SUVs. And then in back, has a nice trunk mounted spoiler, LED taillights, backup camera, all the sensors are in that gloss black portion. And then it has that quad tip dual exhaust. Now you can use the button on the key fob to gain access to the cargo, or my favorite, check out how integrated this is. Simply just push the BMW badge. So that way you don't have an exposed button anywhere. You still have a good bit of space. The only thing that it's really hindering is the height, because it's in this direction and not up and down. But you have a lot of room. You have the spare tire underneath with storage on that left side. You can remove this. You can also fold down the back seats to give yourself that much more interior space. Now, you can also lock the vehicle from there, and if you do, we have the proximity sensor, so you can unlock this with those back door handles. Now, paired with this Brooklyn Gray is the orange interior. This model also has all the carbon fiber accents. There's a little bit of storage down below, and you can recline these seats using the lever right there. Now at 5'10", I have plenty of space. There's no storage pockets behind both front seats, which is interesting, but you still get all of your climates and some auxiliaries that are located down below. Now right in the middle, we have the armrest along with cup holders, and then you can even fold down this seat if you need to. And with that full moonroof, it gives you a lot of interior light for your backseat passengers. Now up front, we have all of the window controls, side mirror adjustments, lock and unlock, and more storage. And then check out the sporty bucket seats up front. With the lateral supports, only one manual adjustment. Everything else is automatic. Let's fire this up. We have the M Sport steering wheel with paddle shifters, M1 and M2. Cruise control settings on the left side. Volume tuning, Bluetooth, and voice commands. You also have a shortcut to your radio, so you can pull that up. And then with the digital gauge cluster, you can also go through some info within the tach on that right side. On the left side, miles per hour and the fuel level, and then you get all of this info that you can go through. So it's not a ton, but it is nice to be able to pull all of that up as needed. You get a little storage on the left side with the headlight adjustments. And then for the infotainment system, if we go home, you have all these widgets that you can scroll through, and then all of these are fixed on this left side. Now if we go into car, we'll go into driving information. You can go to the sport display, pull up all of that if you'd like to see it. M menu is how you can configure M1 and M2. So you can have all of this set up and ready to go at your fingertips. Just go to the mode that you've already preset and you are ready to go. There's also a lot of different settings that you can go into and monitor as needed. You have driver profiles, even your owner's manual, and Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Now we do have some standard safety features that you can configure as needed. More carbon underneath that. We have another LCD screen for temperature and all of the climates. This even gets heated seats. We have some defrosters on both sides, power and volume, presets and tuning, and then wireless charging with cup holders and auxiliaries. Now you can close that as needed. And then on this right side, these are all shortcuts that you can use. So you can use that as a touchscreen system, or you can use this dial and go through the rest of that. Now there's traction control, parking sensors, engine start stop on that left side. And then with it in reverse, backup camera with these sensors, you can put it into drive and then sport mode, so you can shift using the shifter or those paddle shifters. And then on the back side, not only is there park, but you can actually change how quick and slow you want the transmission to feel, which is very cool. Now if we push on M mode, that will go between road and sport and completely change the gauge cluster. There's setup, exhaust note, auto hold, e-brake, and the downhill assist just behind that. Good amount of space in the armrest, as well as the glove box, and then dome lights up top and the controls for that sunroof and that sunshade. Now with that pillar in the back, you can still see around it. So while we have that coupe-like design, it doesn't really sacrifice your interior visibility. And from second gear, here we go. It's got a good tone to it for sure. It's not crazy loud. It's not like some of the other M cars that I have heard, but it's a nice tone. And shifts are super quick. So it's fun that you can get a sporty style SUV that is going to perform similarly to a sports car. We still have a pretty heavy vehicle, but it's also small enough and nimble enough to give you those handling characteristics that you are looking for without going to like an X6M. That's going to give you a lot more performance than this model here. So you do have some other SUV performance options, just depending on what you'd like to go with. But it's also super comfortable, very quiet. It's what you'd expect from a BMW, how refined it is, all of the materials. You're definitely getting your money's worth with this vehicle. And that is going to wrap it up for the 2024 BMW X4M. Once again, a huge shout out to Hendrick BMW Northlake for providing this M car for me today. Check out their website. Also give this video a huge thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And consider smashing that subscribe button so you don't miss out on our daily uploads. I will see you all in the next video.